How's it going, everybody? It's Pride here and welcome back to another Q&A video. Got some more questions from you guys, like always. If you have any questions you would like to ask for the next Q&A video, either, look at the comment section for the most recent one that I did, or I put out something on the community section on my channel. Either way, just leave it in the comment section if you have any, and I'll most likely answer a pretty decent amount of them in the next video. So for starters, I've been getting a lot of stuff about Dark Souls 2. Since I did upload a Dark Souls 2 PvP video recently, just for fun, I decided to play it. I've been so, bored of Dark Souls 3, getting a little bit bored of Dead by Daylight. Apex Legends really is one of the few things that keeps me really entertained whenever I play it. But you guys don't, most people don't want to watch that, so I feel like I probably shouldn't play it as much. But I did play Dark Souls 2, had a lot of fun playing it. So I did get asked, do you think you will bring your Dark Souls 3 series to Dark Souls 2 or Dark Souls 1? So I was thinking about that, and I did try that. I feel like a while back, kind of when I first started getting bored of Dark Souls 3. Now, something like Adventures of the Worst Invader could definitely happen. I think how I played it yesterday at the time of making this video, and it was surprisingly active. Now, it was a lot of viewers that were going to the areas that I was going to get some PvP matches in there with me as well, but there was a lot of random people that I was invading that you could clearly tell were going through the game, and it was pretty goddamn fun, mainly because I was using a super OP weapon and build, but it was still a lot of fun to do, and I'll probably end up making an Adventures of the Worst Invader for that little session that I did. But it's kind of tough, man, being that they are older games, especially Dark Souls Remastered. Dark Souls Remastered, I did quite a few Adventures of the Worst Invader, which, this person maybe saw them, maybe didn't, but I do have, I think I uploaded maybe 40, 50 videos for Dark Souls 1 or Dark Souls Remastered PvP. I do have a full playlist on that. And after a while, I just got bored of it because it turned out to almost always be the exact same thing, man. It just turned out to be a backstab fest that I really didn't enjoy. So when it comes to bringing those series back to Dark Souls 1, probably not. I don't really see myself playing Dark Souls Remastered, except if it's for one fun stream where I go back and see what the hell's happening on there, which is usually nothing because I did that 2 months ago and I couldn't even find a person. Dark Souls 2 is more of a possibility. Obviously I did do a couple of Adventures of the Worst Invader where I played Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 3 combined, a couple of Dark Souls 2 on their own. But it is still kind of the same situation where it's tough to find people sometimes. You had to be on at specific times, pretty much only in the afternoon. You're not going to find middle of the night invasions, definitely not. There's still not that many. Again, I was getting quite a few, and a lot of them were viewers. I'd say 40% were people that were just going through the game, but fighting those people was pretty fun. So, yeah, there's definitely a possibility you'll see some stuff like that for Dark Souls 2. I don't know about, duels and arena and stuff, because arena is just, it's not that fun for this game, for Dark Souls 2 specifically. And here is my daily question about For Honor. For Honor has gotten much better over the course of its existence. Would you ever consider playing it again, even if a little? No, probably not. I tried it when the new DLC came out. I was horrible at it, had no fun at all, and I said then I wasn't going to play the game again. So don't expect any For Honor videos. I did a few, but overall it's just not my type of game, man. It really isn't. But I do appreciate the people that, ask me on a daily basis if I'm going to play For Honor again, or, can I play For Honor again? I do get a lot of questions that are legit, I got asked right now in this one. Hey Prod, what do you think of Poku no Pico? I think that's the new Pokemon series that's coming out soon for the Nintendo Switch. I'll play it, I'll definitely play it. Maybe even do a couple videos on it. We'll see. Will Sekiro ruin Nioh 2's release? Now this is one that I have actually thought about myself too, after we got Sekiro, and I feel like the mechanics, by the way, there's a lot of people that after Sekiro came out realized how awesome Nioh 2 is, or excuse me, Nioh, the first one, and realize it's not a bad game. It's pretty goddamn great. Honestly, I think that it's not going to really do much to mess with Nioh 2's release. If anything, it's going to make it more popular. There's going to be more people that are going to be interested in, some type of samurai ninja series. Then they're going to see this game, see that it's, in quotations, of similar combat, slightly, a little bit, kind of like a Souls-like more than a Sekiro-like. Oh my god, I can't believe those words just came out of my mouth. But no, I don't think it's really going to do anything to damper the game's release or the sales. It's probably going to sell well. It's going to, you know, probably be pretty goddamn awesome. I'm actually excited more for it now after Sekiro and after playing Sekiro than I was before. Mainly because I'm looking forward to more games in that genre, man. Nioh, the first one, was awesome. Did a full playthrough on it. Never played the DLCs because I gave up because I'm a loser. Maybe one day I'll go back to the DLC, who knows? But nah, I don't really think it will. I would love to hear your guys' opinion though. Are you still excited for Nioh 2's release after Sekiro? Because I feel like, you know, the combat is so different with both of those games. God, man, it's going to be hard to top Sekiro's combat, to be honest, going forward. I love the combat in Sekiro so much. The deflex, the posture meter, all of that. It's just so much fun. So much fun to do. And if you remember Nioh, a lot of it is pretty much you getting these really overpowered builds and spirits and just fucking spamming the shit out of your attacks and your special attacks. So I don't know exactly how that's going to hold up. How would Sekiro PvP be? Thoughts? Now, at first, you know, kind of when the game was fairly fresh, and I was playing through my first playthrough or even second playthrough, I was looking at the game and I was like, man, I feel like the PvP in this game would be kind of awesome. It would fit in fairly well, I think, the way the game works with the deflex, whoever's faster. But then the more I started to think about it, the more I realized that lag exists. People live in different parts of the world. They would still use the same Dark Souls 1 original servers that they are using for Dark Souls 3, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls Remastered. People would be so good that they would never get hit, never miss a deflect. Their connection would be so bad that they would always get the perfect deflex. And then you realize, yeah, it probably wouldn't be too good. You got a Gucci scarf or not? Yeah, I do. Will you ever continue your Yakuza playthrough? I've gotten asked that a couple times, especially after one of my videos like randomly ended up, you know, at least for me, like blowing up in views. I think at this point it has like over 200,000 views, and it kind of happened in with 2-3 days or something like that. It was kind of crazy when that was going on. Obviously nothing really came from it, especially after the video got demonetized. After it got demonetized, did it get age restricted? I think it just got demonetized. After that, it just boom, hit a wall, and it stopped getting views completely, because what demonetization does most of the time is take the videos out of the search engine, related videos, and pretty much everything that will get a views. But to be honest, I don't think so. I think the game's a little bit too old now. Although there is, I think, a new game coming out from the same dudes who made the Yakuza games. I think it's called Judgment. I've been looking forward to that game ever since I saw the first teaser. It looks really interesting. I think it comes out in a couple of months on PS4. I believe it's already out, you know, in Japan. But once that game comes out here, I'll definitely be trying it out because it looks really cool. Did you find Sekiro boring after 2 playthroughs? No, not really. I actually enjoyed it quite a bit still. You know, my level of excitement didn't really go down until I had finished everything in the game, which at this point I've pretty much done. At this point of the game, you're still seeing those New Game Plus videos, but I did go through all the endings, and I am currently trying to get all of the achievements or trophies, I guess. I only need 2, but I also need about 1.9 million XP to get one of the trophies, so, you know, it might take a while. But I really didn't lose excitement over the game until I finished everything, which is, you know, it took me about 60 hours, probably. So, you know, I got my money's worth, 100% on that game. Now they just need to put some really interesting mods out for the game, and I'll be one happy boy. And I also need to learn how to, you know, put those mods in. Will you play Dark Souls 5? Yeah, I'll actually be playing it today that you're watching this video on stream. I'll be playing it, you know, twitch.tv/lprod_. Go follow me on Twitch. Go subscribe. Use your Twitch Prime to subscribe to the channel. And you'll get a free copy of Dark Souls 5. What do you think we will see in the Sekiro DLC, if there is a DLC? So I, you know, obviously truly believe there will be at least one DLC. You know, I'm hoping for 2 DLCs here. There's probably going to be a DLC. I've said before that I think it's going to involve the dream somehow. I don't think, to be honest, they're going to push the story forward, you know, through any of the endings that we do see, which I'm not going to spoil if you guys haven't gotten there. But there are a couple of ways they can go with some of those endings. But it's most likely going to be, if it is a Sekiro story of him, they're most likely going to end up going back in the past through one of his memories that he somehow has or some shit, using the dream Although I keep saying dream, they're all memories. You have an item, you go back in his memory or something. Like he knew Tomoe. It's gonna involve Tomoe somehow, I think. But there will be a DLC. I think that is how you're gonna enter the DLC. You know, again, they could explore Tomoe. They could explore the Divine Realm to its full extent. They can go back even to when Sekiro was a kid. You know, somehow he goes back to some of those memories. There's a lot of different enemies from that past. You know, obviously you see from the intro cutscene of Sekiro, where Ishin is fighting that one big dude. I can't remember his name. We could go back to those times where there's probably a lot of enemies. I have no clue where it's gonna go. Although, you know, if I had to choose between that and pushing the story forward, I think pushing the story forward would be my personal choice. I think it would be the best. And I just can't wait, man. I'm already so excited for more Sekiro content. I can't wait. It's gonna be awesome. So this guy asked, you know, I think it's about 4 questions, just back to back really quick. We're gonna go ahead and, you know, the questions. What is your dream job? What flavor ice cream do you prefer? Have you been with a trap? Do you play any sport? What? The last one? What was that? Have you been with a Alright, y'all need to chill. You guys need to chill, alright? Quit it. What is your real passion in life? Would you rather do something else instead of YouTube, or is YouTube your passion? I would probably say that YouTube and like making videos and like making people laugh, you know, if there are people who laugh at the videos, I would probably say that is my passion. I wouldn't really want to be doing anything else other than YouTube, you know, and making videos for you guys. Now they're getting attached to Dark Souls 3 PvP and being known pretty much only for that and having only those videos get views. I don't know if that exactly would be my passion and what I would have wished. But, you know, the fact that Dark Souls helped me at all to find a audience of people that stick around and watch the videos and hopefully get some entertainment from them, that's easily, you know, the best thing that I could possibly ask for. Easily the thing that I want to do in life and continue to hopefully do in life. But yeah, man, I wouldn't want to do anything. This is my dream job, pretty much. I wouldn't want to do anything other than YouTube. Except for maybe a Gwendolyn Fluffer. I don't know if that choice is available, but hit me up if you got an opening. She definitely does.
Yeah, boy.
When do you think you'll move on from Dark Souls 3 and stop playing it completely? Probably when people don't play it anymore. When it becomes pretty much impossible to find games, which with Dark Souls, this is never going to happen. Unless it's Dark Souls Remastered, which, you know, this game is not as bad as that game, so it's not going to happen. That would be really the only way that I would probably stop uploading Dark Souls 3. Now, do I completely, you know, love Dark Souls 3 now that it feels fresh every single time that I play it? No, absolutely not. Anything that you play for multiple years and, you know, put thousands of hours into, it's not going to feel fresh, you know, 3 or 4 years later. And there's always, you know, viewers for it. Like I said in the last answer, it is the main game that people watch. It's like, you know, if you ask me, hey, you ready to give up 75% of your viewers? I don't know exactly. I don't think so. And people still enjoy it. So, you know, the things that people still enjoy are the things that I still want to upload. I enjoy editing them, you know, stuff like Adventures of the Worst Invader. It can be frustrating and annoying because it's just, for me, when I play it, sometimes, you know, I'll play it for 2 weeks and every time that I play it, it'll be the same thing. All the invasions, the same gankers, the same weapons, you see the same scenarios every time, the same area. And, you know, people always tell me, why don't I invade anywhere else? I have a really hard time. I don't know if it's something with me or my connection or something, but, you know, I'll play in the afternoon on a weekend at soul level 80, and I'll find 2 invasions in other areas that are not Gank City. And I don't want to go lower because it's boring for me to play any lower. I don't like having invasions where I fight one guy and it lasts 4 minutes because we each do about 18 damage to each other. That's really boring for me. I would rather die instantly if I'm being completely honest. When I move on, it'll be when either we all move on to a different game or there's just no people to invade anymore. And for the last question, what are your top 3 favorite games of all time? God damn, this is a hard question. Right off the top of my head, I'm going to say number 1, probably Dark Souls 1. Number 2, BioShock. Number 3 might be Call of Duty 4. Right off the top of my head, without really thinking, I would maybe say those are my 3 favorite games. But then you think about it, there's games that come in like The Witcher is in there. Obviously Bloodborne and Sekiro, oh, I don't even know. But right off the top of my head, I had to say those are my 3 favorite games. If I had to think about it more, that answer might change most likely. Sekiro might replace Dark Souls, maybe. But here's a fun one. How about you guys leave your top 3 favorite games? I would love to see, how many Dark Souls are in the top 3 for you guys. Leave that in the comment section down below if you made it this far. Thank you guys very much for watching. Like always, man, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like. It helps out the channel. And it's something I never ask, but subscribe if you haven't already, which if you made it this far, you probably are subbed. And click on that little weird bell, because if you don't, then there's a good chance you won't get a lot of my videos in your sub box. But even with that clicked on, it's rare that you'll get all of them anyways, because YouTube sucks. Either way, guys, thank you very much for watching. Have a good day, all of you. And I'll talk to you all next time. Peace, everybody!